Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and in today's video we're going to be talking about one of the main tokens that's taken the crypto market by storm. MetaDoge is outperforming the crypto market by a vast majority. While a lot of things are retracing or going sideways, MetaDoge seems to be pumping to the moon. Now a lot of you asked, is there any tangibility in this? Will the runs continue? Is MetaDoge worth investing in? And is there any user case or tangibility to the token? Well, we're going to have a look at MetaDoge and see what it's saying in the price chart action, the socials and coin market cap. So if you want to know more about MetaDoge, stay tuned and let's get into the video. So before I start today's awesome video, I have to say, and it's that time again, that anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. No, this bad boy is here for your educational purposes only. So with that waffle out of the way, I'm going to keep today's video relatively shorter than a lot of them because I just really want to give you the facts and fundamentals of what MetaDoge is saying. So let's jump straight into coin market cap and start getting the facts. Boom. Well, as you can see, like I said, MetaDoge is outperforming the crypto market by far. We're up 36.5% on the day. And as you can see from this price chart action here, the graph is literally going to the moon. Now, this is over the course of probably around about 2 days. And there is a lot of tangibility in this, which we will look at in the price chart action. But you have to do your own research on this one. And you have to look into the MetaDoge technicalities, which we will briefly touch on the website itself. But for me, you cannot deny that MetaDoge is absolutely taking the crypto market by storm. And although the market cap is relatively down at the moment in the last 24 hours, there has been a lot of kind of talk, chat, and the socials are buzzing with this token. Now, I'm not saying you should invest in this, and I'm not going to invest in this personally, but you do have to look at tokens that are really outperforming the market and try and understand why. And that's what we're going to look at today. But as you can see, the market cap is at 6 million and the fully diluted market cap is 11 million with a trading volume which is down 71% on the day, which is quite a lot considering we're still 36.5% up. But it's there at 1.3 million. So what is MetaDoge? Well, here you can see it's a metaverse journey with MetaDoge and his friends. So from that itself, it doesn't give you a lot of information, but let's have a look at the roadmap. Now, obviously Q4 2021 is what we're in now, and it seems to have hit all of these NFT staking, super talk, ask me anything, relatively just intros into the actual token itself. Now, we do have this little messenger thing that's annoying on the website that keeps popping up saying continue as guest, blah blah blah, but we don't actually want to go over there and chat to them. They seem to be trying to overcook and over engineer the website, but ignoring that and have a look at what they're looking to do in Q1 2022, you can see that their exchange are listing on an Asian exchange, partnerships on various tokens, launches, etc. And here you can see that they're looking to get on the ETH bridge, which for me will be a mammoth task, and to do it will be really cool. But for me at the moment, it's still a very, very relatively infant token. And if they do achieve all what they say on the roadmap, it will be a very good investment tangible token. But we know with these tokens that they don't always achieve the roadmap. The roadmap's good and it's there in hindsight and it gives you a brief idea. But for me, when you go over there onto their website, which flashes thing constantly, which is hell of annoying, you have to understand what they're looking for in the tokenomics. And if they stick to it, could be really, really good. But what happens with a lot of these, and I'm not saying it's going to happen with MetaDoge, is that they get all this hype, FUD and euphoria. People invest in the token, they get some big multi-million market caps and they're stuck with a good decision then. Well, it's a good decision then, bad decision for us, is I've got all this money, do I bother trying to put all this effort and work into the token, or do I just take the millions I've already made, rug pull it, and then move on to another project? Because as you can see here with the core team, there's no real faces, facts, figures, or anyone behind them. You've got, you can't see this one because obviously they're cool messenger thing, but you've got Cole, Dominic, Martin, Dan. which to me are the most generic names coming apart from Flow, the back-end developer. But Wilson sounds like more like something off, you know, Castaway, and you've got some names. So I wouldn't read into this team that much. But they have got a lot of stuff on there. If you go over there, they show you how to do the MetaMask. They've got all the generic stuff. But for me, personally, and I'm just giving this to my community on Crypto Ripto, that is not enough for me to invest in. So what is that all-important price chart action? Well, before I go on to that, please, if you're looking at this, and I know a few people are thinking, should I invest in this? What about this token? Because obviously the euphoria of it pumping, do your own research on it. For me, this is not something I would personally invest in long term, but as I'm going to show you in the price chart action now, which is really important, there is a lot of high volume waves that you can tailcoat on to make absolutely phenomenal gains on this, which we're going to look at now. Boom. So have a look at this price chart token. This is MetaDoge is outperforming the crypto market by an absolute margin, because look at these high volume pumps. We've got this high volume here, which then crashes, which goes back into high volume, crashes, high volume, crashes, high volume, crashes. You get the gist. And then it bottoms. And then we've had a massive steady growth for what I would see probably pretty much the whole of December. Has been an absolute uptrend of a mammoth growth. So we're probably going to take this bottom line growth here, and this is just for me to get the absolute bottom. And then if we look from where the absolute bottom came on this one, and we do a steady uptrend line here, you can see that it's done an absolute pump of a thing with this ultra high volume coming in at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 occasions. Now, if you could tailcoat them high volumes where it seems to be bouncing off this resistance line here, you are doing really well. But we also have to look at where the top line is. If we take it from the same point here and we look at the top line of touching points going into this direction here, we could see this as a trading channel for MetaDoge, where it's found its bottom, it's gone into this nice trade channel, and people are just trading, scalp trading resistance and support. Buying at support, they're selling at resistance. Buying at support, selling at resistance. And this would give you some nice gains of around about 50 to 60%, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now let's have a look at the volume coming in. You can see this is an absolute good mix of buying and selling, buying and selling. Look at this 2,000 buy-in, do you know what I mean? 58. There's no absolutely pump and dumps of the devs or people that have got the token trying to manipulate this now, because this to me is absolutely class A buying trends, because it's just what I would see normal people buying and selling at, like I said, support and resistance. Because if you see this kind of level here and this kind of level here, I think all the people had this token, or the people that had this token thing would have probably cashed out pretty much around this area here off these two pump and dumps, which would have seen all the kind of paper we can sell off around here. And these dumps here are just people, again, like I say, tailcoating the high volume. Then you can see when it's out over the course of a period of about a week or two, you can see where the steady bottom here trend comes all the way into, and then that would be a good key support indicator for anyone looking to get into this token. And this is why I've put this little horizon kind of support on here, where you can see the actual support trend is going up. From here to here, it's slightly gone up. From here to here, it's slightly gone up. And as you can see these as great support levels. But for me, if I was to try, and I'm going to be 100% honest and say I'm not going to, I would be looking to trade in this channel here by buying at support and selling at resistance. So for me, I think we've just hit an ultra volume on this, and we're having a consolidation period like we did here. So I think people are going to hit this and start selling off. But do I think this is MetaDoge over? Personally, no. I think we will see a bit more of buying and selling in this area, especially if they hit their targets. But for me at the moment, it's well overcooked. It is at, you can see the facts and stats are there. It is at a kind of resistance level where it's consolidating like it did here, here, and here. So we could see, and if it was me to front run a move, again, I'm not a crystal ball holder, but what I would guess is the next move would be a downward turn. So I know this was a quick video. I know I just yappled on and went on in detail, but people have asked me about this on my website, on my socials, because it is outperforming the market, and it is easy for new people to FOMO in and jump into this because MetaDoge is pin. But for me, you have to look at the facts, stats, and charts. And the facts, stats, and charts at the moment is this is at its highest. And for me, I think we might see a retracement before we get back into getting into them nice buying at support, selling at resistance area. So take a screenshot of or pause the video on that chart, go over to PooCoin, do your charting yourself, have a look at it, drop a comment to see if you agree. But more importantly, hit that like button, smash that subscribe bar, tickle that bell notification. And as we always say on Crypto Ripto, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.